Hello, and welcome to the People's Stimulus Check and Stimulus Package Update as of Friday, October 30th, 2020. I'm sorry this update is coming so late to my viewers and my subscribers, but I didn't really feel like doing an update today because of the simple fact that the politicians are doing the same thing they did or they have been doing for quite a while. Nancy Pelosi is trying to say that how she's still fighting over state and local government funding and how the Republicans do not accept her, or should I say, the Democrats' uh, statistics for the testing, tracing, and treatment for the COVID-19. And then MNUCHIN's trying to say how he's pissed off because Pelosi sent him a letter as well as sent the press the same letter at midnight 2 nights ago, and how they have accepted the Democrats' proposal for all the strategic stuff for the testing, tracing, and treatment, as well as the funding process for that part of the bill. And like I said, Pelosi is still basically butthurt over the whole state and local government funding thing. She's saying the same thing that I talked about yesterday, how if the Democrats win the House, the Senate, and the presidency, how we will get a massive stimulus check, but we won't get it until after January 20th of next year because that's when the Democrats will have power. And then we also have the president also saying that he will pass a big stimulus check after he wins the elections. Well, here's where the problem comes in. Whether he wins the elections or the Democrats win the elections, we still have what they call a lame duck period. And what that is the period between the time the elections get done until the people that are supposed to replace the people that got voted out. So basically, any Republicans that get voted out and the replacement counterparts that could be Democrats be put in place, the time from those elections until January 20th is the lame duck period. And basically, during that period, even if a stimulus check or package is passed, most of the chances are the Republicans that get voted out will actually just be sitting on their butts doing nothing, not letting a stimulus package pass or even get voted on because they're going to be out of a job in a few months anyway, so what do they care? So they can let the people starve, go hungry, and die like they have been doing this whole single time. And as I mentioned yesterday, a survey was done whereas they asked who was more at fault, the Republicans or the Democrats, and we had 45% vote for the Republicans that they're at fault, 40% go for the Democrats saying that they were at fault, and 15% that were indecisive or undecided. Well, let's put it this way. I'm not going for Republicans because I've seen what President Trump and the current Senate Republicans have done to the people during this hard time of COVID-19. They basically gave us throw us a bone back in March, and then when the Democrats tried to put in another stimulus package in May to help us keep going, they shoot it down before it even gets to the Senate because Mitch McConnell says it is Nancy Pelosi's wish list. And I could see his point on that because Nancy Pelosi wants to give state and local government funding, and they want to give them the flexibility to spend it the way they want, even if it was pre-COVID, because of mismanaged funds by the government. And then you hear the president saying he doesn't want to do that because it's poorly run Democratic states that are high crime and stuff like that. Well, what he doesn't realize is a simple fact that even Republican states are getting hit hard by this pandemic. I know because I happen to be in one of the high crime, well, not the high crime states. I'm actually in a Republican state, but we still have crime here. We still have people going homeless. We still have people being evicted. We have people starving. And so basically, this whole state and local government funding thing would help out those people as well as getting a second stimulus check, getting enhanced unemployment, getting more paycheck protection, and so on. But is it really worth the wait? I mean, come on, if the president gets voted out, he's not going to do nothing. And even if he stays in, he's not going to get no bills passed because the Republicans will be doing nothing if they get voted out. So we're sort of at a stalemate here. We got Nancy Pelosi, who wants to be Speaker of the House yet again. I think she should actually be kicked off the Senate because off the House of Representatives because I think she's just too overbearing. She's starts out with a big bill, and then she's at the whole "it's my way or the highway" thing, and in that process of her doing that, she's killing people, and a lot of them. But she's also trying to blame that on the president, saying that a bill can be passed as soon as this week, but it's really up to the president if he passes it. Well, that's true in a way, but it also is true, false in a way as well, because it has to get past the Senate first. And right now, as you all know, the House of Representatives and the Senate are both on vacation. Half their people are out campaigning for their jobs, so they can try to keep them. The other half are on vacation and enjoying their time off until the 9th of next month. And the elections are on the 3rd, which is Tuesday of next month. And I am hoping that, I hate to say this, I mean, I want Biden to win because he has a better chance of running this country and not putting it in more debt than it already is, like Trump's been doing. I mean, come on, you've heard about him charging $144 million to the U.S. government to go on his golf courses. Well, he plays golf with his people, and then how he's charging money to stay in his hotels to protect him. I mean, come on, really? I mean, that's ridiculous. And then plus, what was I heard? Like I think Russia paid him $3.4 million already, and he's paid $188,000 in taxes to China. But yet, when it comes to the United States, he's only paid 750 bucks. Wow. I say we take all of his property and all of his assets away from him and make so he doesn't have it no more. And then after we're done with that, we introduce him to his new boyfriend named Bubba. You know, I'm sure everyone that's gone to prison knows who Bubba is. Even those ones who hasn't been in prison knows who Bubba is. Bubba is the one guy that becomes your automatic boyfriend once you go to prison. And I hope Pence and Trump both get to meet Bubba in real life because they deserve no better. They deserve no worse. And then I also remember in yesterday's program, I also mentioned about how the world renowned scientist Ivanka Trump mentioned how the White House says the COVID-19 pandemic is over. And as again, like I said, she's not a scientist. She's one of Trump's ex-wives, and apparently, how smart are you if you're gonna marry some dumbass that's $400 million in the hole? And yet we have no debt collectors going after him. And he says if he loses the election, he's gonna leave the United States. Well, he's a security risk once he loses the election. So hopefully he'll try to leave the United States, and the Secret Service will do their job and eliminate him from the picture permanently. Something they should have done in the very first 2.5 to 3 years after his presidency, as he started to screw his country over in the first place. But as you've noticed, I have been looking at you the whole time because I've been talking to my viewers and my subscribers because you guys are very important. Like I said, I would have done this earlier, but I had to figure a way to give you some interesting news without actually being bad news, but yet it still is bad news. I am very sorry about that. I do not like delivering bad news to anyone because it just makes me feel like a big piece of crap that I'm delivering bad news, and I don't like to feel that way, and I don't want you guys to feel bad either because I'm delivering bad news. So please forgive me for that. But until next time, you guys have a wonderful evening. I will broadcast again to you sometime, probably tomorrow, if there's some good news shows up, and I hope it does. And as you can tell, I'm also using this as a mobile upload. I'm doing it from my phone, not from my computer. So until next time, you guys have a wonderful evening. Please stay safe, and remember, we're all in this together.